On this one, we're going to start off with a line that's going across a distance of 7. Make sure that line is going horizontal. Next, I'm going to create a vertical line from this midpoint. Let's go ahead and turn our O-snaps on. And these are the common ones that I have turned on. Select this midpoint. Go up a height of 25. Zoom the extents. I'm going to create a 2-point circle. This endpoint, and I'm going to come straight down a distance of 6. Next, I'm going to use the copy command. I'm going to select this line. I'm going to select the base point, and I'm just going to pull this direction. I will type in 3.5, 3, 2, and then escape. Next, I'm going to copy this line. Pick a base point, and I want to go in the up direction. 3, 7, 18, then escape. Starting here at the top, I'm going to trim this line all the way back to where it stops. Trim. And I'm just going to walk this one down like so. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this line going back this direction. And I will trim this bottom line from here. The next line that I'm going to trim is going to be here along the top. And I'm going to trim my arc as well. So I'm going to trim this circle to create an arc. And I'm going to trim this line in between this location. Trim this line off to the back here. This one as well. Then I'm going to trim this line from the front. Then I'm going to clean up my last line here just by trimming it at these locations. Trim that one last line off at the bottom. Let's create the circle that has a diameter of 3. Circle, center diameter. This will be my base point. Diameter is 3. Trim this circle and these lines to make it appear like so. Next, I'll go to the fillet command. Radius 1. And I have more than one, so I'll choose this multiple option. Then I'm going to select that line with this line and this line with that line. Last thing I need to do is I need to go ahead and join this together. So I'm going to highlight them first. And underneath this modify, I'm going to choose join. Revolve. Select the object. Then I will select this endpoint down to this endpoint. Hit the enter button. Take a look at this in an isometric view. I need to stand this up, so I want to use my rotate gizmo, but I have to first get out a 2D wireframe. I like to use shades of gray. I'll select on my gizmos and select the rotate gizmo. Select my object. Choose the red axis and click when you see it standing up. From this point, you can go ahead and insert in your title block. So I'm going to first switch to Layout tab 1. Delete my viewport. Insert my title block. Just going to unselect the insertion point. I'm going to choose Insert. I always like to go ahead and choose this Annotation tab and then select my dimensions, Layout, Page Setup, Modify, and all of this that we've been used to doing, the DWG to PDF, the ANSI full bleed, extents, center plot, close, base, from model space. Just going to click one view here. Followed by enter. And I'll select here. And hit the enter button again. As far as I'm going to take this drawing is I will cut the section through here. And then you can go ahead and set up your dimensions and dimension accordingly. Section. Select your view. I'm just going to touch this midpoint and track to the north of it. I'll click above it, and then I'll come underneath and click below it. Select enter. And then you should see your view appear as you move to the right. Left click, enter. Make sure that you fill out your title block. Put on all the rest of your dimensions and change this view to a shaded view.